Senate gives Osinbajo 3 conditions to settle rift with National Assembly. Senate wants Acting President Osinbajo to remove Ibrahim Magu as acting Efcc chairman. It also wants 2 other things which sources say are easier for the presidency to do than remove Magu. The presidency has reportedly begun moves to achieve the easier 2 of the 3 conditions. For the disagreement between the executive and legislative arms of government to end, the National Assembly has revealed 3 things the presidency must do. According to The Nation, fresh efforts to end the rift between the 2 sides which is threatening to cause a shutdown of government has led to a list of what Acting President Osinbajo must do for peace to reign. First on the list is the removal of Ibrahim Magu, the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Withdrawal of no going back on Magu's statement. This must be accompanied by withdrawal of a statement credited to Osinbajo through Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai that there is no going back on Magu's nomination. The Senate also wants the presidency to always accept the resolutions, decisions and even summons by the legislature. Among these is that the presidency should force Power, Works and Housing Minister Babatunde Raji-Fashola to withdraw a statement that the lawmakers say attacks the integrity of the National Assembly. The Nation reports that the conditions were given to a mediator by the leadership of the Senate. It quoted a top source as saying that the conditions were the main points of talks between Osinbajo and Saraki last week. The source said, "We are getting closer to a win-win situation between the 2 arms." In fact, when the mediator met with Saraki, he said he had met with Osinbajo and he nurses no personal grudges at all. He also said what the senators wanted was that the Senate be respected in accordance with its constitutional mandate by complying with its resolutions, decisions and summons. The source said, as for compliance with the resolutions or decisions or summons of the National Assembly, the presidency gave a commitment to the Senate leadership to give due regards to the legislature. You know, the acting president is a lawyer and he believes in the principle of separation of powers. On Magu, the acting president insisted that only his boss, President Muhammadu Buhari, can determine the fate of the acting chairman of EFCC. He said the Senate would have to wait for the return of the president. Regarding a statement credited to El-Rufai, the mediation has revealed that the governor ran his own errand because nothing warranted the comments in the mandate given to him to represent the acting president. Neither the presidency nor Osinbajo can be held liable for El-Rufai's comments. Com reported earlier that details have started to emerge on acting President Osinbajo's meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari in London, with focus being on the ministers. The acting president had jetted out to London on Tuesday, July 11th to meet with the president, and according to The Nation, the focus was on national development, especially as it affects the cabinet. According to a presidency source who spoke on the condition of anonymity, the whole cabinet cannot be dissolved because the nation cannot afford such a luxury now. However, some ministers may be reshuffled.